County Police are investigating a stabbing at the Macy's store at the Mall of Georgia. Now, this is a live look at the scene from our 11 Alive Sky Tracker. We're told a suspect stabbed someone and then the suspect was shot. Now, police say the suspect also damaged some of the jewelry counters at the store. Now, we're working to get you more information. We will have the latest details right here on 11 Alive News at 5 p.m. Until then, you can stream the latest breaking news updates on 11 Alive Plus. Be sure to download it right now on Roku or Fire TV. Thank you so much for watching 11 Alive News at noon. Make sure you go out and have a safe weekend. If you're just joining us, we're following breaking news in Gwinnett County. Right now, Gwinnett Police, they are investigating an active situation at the Macy's store at the Mall of If you're just joining us, we're following breaking news in Gwinnett County. Right now, Gwinnett Police, they are investigating an active situation at the Macy's store at the Mall of Georgia. Right now, you're looking If you're just joining us, we're following breaking news in Gwinnett County. Right now, Gwinnett Police, they are investigating an active situation at the Macy's store at the Mall of Georgia. Right now, you're looking around that area. Now, at this point, we are not sure the motive behind this stabbing. And all of this, police have not said who shot the suspect or how badly that suspect or the person involved was injured at this time. Now, we also got some video from social media, people who were at the mall at the time of that stabbing. A strong police scene. If you're just joining us, we're following breaking news in Gwinnett County. Right now, Gwinnett Police, they are investigating in regards to a motive and if the mall will be open at this point. We're going to continue to get developments on this story, so be sure you download our news app and be sure to follow this story on our website, 11alive.com. And as you can see, police have the road blocked off around the mall, and this is a live look from the 11 Alive Sky Tracker. At this point, all roads have been blocked off leading up to that area. You see the area. We're going to zoom out for you some so you can get a better look of how police are redirecting traffic in that area. So if you're headed to the Mall of Georgia, this is also a look outside of the Macy's. It looks like police are standing outside of the store. Once again, we know that a victim was stabbed. We know that the suspect was shot. We don't know who shot the suspect at this time. We're still working to get those details. This is once again at the Mall of Georgia, and this is outside the Macy's store at this point. We still see that cars are at the store at this point. And this is a police scene. And we also got video from people on social media who are outside of the mall at the time of this stabbing. You can also continue to follow this story as we get more information on 11alive.com as well as on our news app, 11 Alive. Yeah, we know that this happened at a jewelry counter. We don't know the motive or what was happening at that time, whether the suspect was attempting to steal anything. We're still working to get those details at this point. Yeah, we just got this in within the last hour, about 30 minutes ago. Police sent this information over about when this took place. Do we have that social media video where we can show the scene directly outside of the store at this time? Okay, we'll get that to you in a moment. But once again, this is a live look from the 11 Alive Sky Tracker at the Mall of Georgia where this took place at the Macy's store. Police are still there investigating what happened, trying to piece together. What we do know so far is that the victim was stabbed. We know the suspect was at the jewelry store, and this is outside the Macy's. As you can see, police, they completely have the store closed down, and police, they are redirecting traffic around that area. So if you are headed to the Mall of Georgia, you can expect some traffic delays at this point. And once again, we're still working to learn the motive behind this and exactly who shot the suspect at this time. And we do have social media video right now. This is from outside the store at the Macy's right when this happened. Police as well as fire officials on the scene at this point. And right now you see police outside at the store. So if you're headed to the Mall of Georgia at this time, be aware that there is going to be some traffic delays as police are redirecting traffic and moving people out of the area as they continue to investigate exactly what led up to this stabbing at this point. And we don't know the condition of the victim or the condition of the suspect at this time. And do we have another video from social media? Can we go back to the Sky Tracker to see where police are redirecting traffic? Once again, this is outside of the Macy's store at the Mall of Georgia. You still see some cars there. Some customers are still at the store at this point. This is a live look outside of the mall. Well, this is actually just a look outside of the mall about an hour ago when we first got this information in about the stabbing at this time. And we're still working to learn the condition of the victim. Now, once again, this is not a live look. This is just outside of the Macy's store. We know that the victim was stabbed. We're going to take another look at the social media video that we got from someone who actually was outside of the store when police initially responded. This is a video from Twitter. You can see fire officials there. We see police officers blocking off the entrance to the store, not allowing anyone to go in. We also know that police are redirecting traffic from away from that area. So if you're headed to the Mall of Georgia, be sure that you are aware that you will not be able to make it to the store at this time. Once again, this happened inside of the Macy's store. We know that the victim was stabbed. The suspect was shot. Once that happened, we're still working to learn the condition of both the suspect as well as the victim. And at this time, we don't know who shot the suspect rather. We're going to continue to follow this story throughout the day. Be sure to follow us on social media, and also be sure to check in on our website, 11alive.com. And we also have the 11 Alive News app to continue to follow this story throughout the day. Okay. We're going to continue to work to. We also know that we did just learn that the GBI, they have been asked to conduct an officer-involved shooting investigation into this incident. Okay, this is actually a live look from the 11 Alive Sky Tracker outside of the Mall of Georgia, where, as you see, police are in the parking lot showing up to the scene as they continue to piece together this investigation. We're trying to make out exactly what that is, because okay, that was evidence markers. And it looks like police are walking the parking lot at this time. We see caution tape around the parking lot. At least right now, you see at least 6 police cars just in that parking lot alone, as well as we see more police in the parking lot. And we're still trying to make out exactly what that is in the parking lot. Once again, this is outside the Mall of Georgia. This is a live look right now. The stabbing happened inside of the Macy's store. We know that the suspect we know that the victim was stabbed at the jewelry counter, and that suspect was shot. We don't know the condition of either the victim or the suspect. And we do know that GBI, they have been asked to conduct an officer-involved shooting into this incident, and they're not providing us any further details right now. This is a live look outside of the Mall of Georgia. We see police have cornered a truck. We see the passenger door has been opened. There's caution tape around that truck, as well as caution tape around the police vehicles. Okay, this is on the Mall of Georgia Boulevard, and we see traffic being redirected from around that area. We see the cars being moved away by police. Once again, that is a truck. Police are surrounding that truck. The passenger door is open, in addition to caution tape around those police cars, as well as what looks like a gray pickup truck. Now we're still trying. Yeah, and as we can see, police investigating. It looks like police are taking photos of something on the ground. We see more police cars surrounding that. Was it the Mall of Georgia Boulevard right now? Once again, this is a live look. This happened outside of the Macy's store right there that you're looking at, and we see about 5 police cars blocking the entrance of that Macy's store of the Mall of Georgia. And it looks like we have police focusing on that parking lot as we zoom in right there. It looks like half a mile actually away from the scene at that Macy's store. We also see police, as we just showed you, in that actual parking lot. Looks like they were focusing on a few evidence markers in addition to the entrance of this Macy's store right here, where we know that the victim was stabbed and the suspect was shot. We do know that GBI, they have been asked to investigate an officer-involved shooting. We haven't learned the exact person who shot the suspect right now, but as we showed you in the Mall of Georgia Boulevard, police were focused on a gray pickup truck. The passenger door was open. We also saw police taking pictures of what looked like evidence markers on the side of that street as well. Once again, this is a live look, and if you're headed towards that area, you will be redirected, as we saw police moving cars from around the mall. Now, this is a live look outside of the Macy's where this has taken place. Okay, we're still looking live outside of the Macy's. This is at the Mall of Georgia, where this. So it looks like they may be letting customers outside of the mall. They're leading them out. To the right of your screen, they have one entrance blocked off. They're not allowing anyone to come out at that point. But it looks like to the right of your screen, we do see a few people walking out of the store at this time. The parking lot looks pretty empty at this time at the entrance where they do have it blocked off. Once again, this is at the Macy's at the Mall of Georgia where this stabbing took place. Okay, once again, the information that we do have at this point is that the victim was stabbed at the jewelry counter. We know that the suspect was shot. We don't know exactly who shot the suspect, and we're still working to learn the condition of both the victim as well as the suspect. What we do know is that the GBI, they have been asked to conduct an officer-involved shooting. That's all they're telling us at this point. This is a very active scene. Okay. Okay, so we are working to actually talk to people, mall employees who saw the stabbing take place. Once again, this is the gray pickup truck that police are focusing on. They do have caution tape around that gray pickup truck with the passenger door open. Now, this seems to be like a mile away, in addition to what seems like a yellow vehicle as well. That caution tape is around that car, in addition to the gray pickup truck that looks like, yeah, we see police removing things, possible evidence from that gray pickup truck as they continue to piece together exactly what happened. They have evidence markers on the ground. Previously, we saw them taking pictures of those evidence markers. As you can see, we're just showing you the distance from where police are investigating and looking into that gray pickup truck, and the distance away from the Mall of Georgia looks like a block away. It happened at the Macy's. We talked to mall employees. We're still trying to get more information about exactly what happened, but what we do know is that the victim was stabbed at the Macy's, at the jewelry counter, and that suspect was shot. We don't know the condition of either the victim or the suspect at this time, but we see that police, they do have one entrance of that Macy's store blocked off. They're redirecting traffic from around that mall at this time. And once again, we know that the GBI, they have been asked to conduct an officer-involved shooting at this time. We're going to see if we can get our Atlanta's traffic expert, Crash Clark, to join us. Crash, can you hear me? Okay, we're still working to get Crash, who can help redirect us away from this, because like I said, police, they are redirecting traffic. As you can see, this is on the Mall of Georgia Boulevard, where police, they have caution tape surrounding two vehicles at the time as they are pulling things out of that gray pickup truck. We see the passenger doors open. They have evidence markers on the ground. And in that parking lot next to the Mall of Georgia Boulevard, we also saw police focusing on what could be possible. Hey, Crash Clark, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, we have Crash Clark joining us. And Crash, we're looking at a live look right now on the Mall of Georgia Boulevard, where police, they have that road blocked off at this time.
Yeah, I'm looking also as well here. Yeah, Mall of Georgia Boulevard kind of runs towards the south side of the mall itself. Now, the biggest road that you would access the Mall of Georgia would be Highway 20 Buford Drive. And obviously, they're going to have that area cordoned off as well, especially with that intersection with Mall of Georgia Boulevard. Now, if you need to access anywhere near the mall, your best bet is to stay on I-85. You don't need to get off. In fact, you probably won't be able to get off at Highway 20 Buford Drive. Take I-85 to Gravel Springs Road. That will actually take you right back towards the mall by the northwest side of the mall near the Gwinnett County Tag office. That will get you around all that congestion, because right now Highway 20 Buford Drive is bumper to bumper both directions between 85 and 985. So you want to avoid it the best you can. But if you still have business or something to do over near the mall, use 85 over to Gravel Springs. That's going to be your best bet. And if you need to leave the area, you can take Buford Drive towards 985. Avoid I-85 near the Mall of Georgia Boulevard. Obviously, you want to avoid Highway 20 Buford Drive. Use Gravel Springs Road. That's going to be your best bet. We know how long these police investigations can take. Ariana?
Yeah, exactly. So Once again, Crash is telling you to avoid I-20, and if you need to exit the area, take Buford Drive towards I-85. Thank you so much, Crash. Once again, we're going to go back to the 11 Alive Sky Tracker so we can get back to a live look outside of the Mall of Georgia, where we know inside of a Macy's store a victim was stabbed. Okay. And I'm just getting in my ear that police, they have blocked off Burlington. We see police also have that parking lot taped off. And that is about a block away from where the stabbing actually took place at the Macy's at the Mall of Georgia. We also have Liza Lewis joining us in 1 second. As well, as you can see, police, they have that entire parking lot blocked off. This is near DSW, as well as the Burlington right next to that. And just to give you context of how far that investigation is taking place away from where the stabbing took place inside of that Macy's, which is at the top left of your screen. Once again, this is at the Mall of Georgia. Police are also investigating and going through what seems to be a gray pickup truck on Mall of Georgia Boulevard. They're also looking through that vehicle as well. So it seems like as of right now, we have 3 different scenes that we are focusing on where police have cordoned off. Okay. All right, we also have a crew there to get information from on the ground from officials as they continue to piece together what happened. So just to go back over what we know so far, we know that a victim was stabbed at the jewelry counter. The suspect was shot. We don't know who shot the suspect. We don't have the information as far as the condition of the victim or the suspect, but we do know that the GBI, they have been asked to conduct an officer-involved shooting investigation into this incident. Once again, this is at the Mall of Georgia at the Macy's. We have Liza Lewis joining us, and we got this information into our newsroom about an hour ago.
Right, and what you really think about, you know, obviously we're getting this minute by minute. We're watching the chopper right now, that scene really unfolding. But Ariana, we're going into a busy Labor Day weekend. I mean, shopping is always a huge activity. So just thinking about the population, the foot traffic that must have been happening at the mall. Obviously, we're getting a lot of updates via social media too that our news desk is busy verifying as we speak. And we're going to be compiling a lot of that and putting it on our website for you, as well as 11alive.com. You can always find the very latest. If you are in the area and available to speak to our team, as you mentioned, Ariana, we have 2 people on the ground as well, gathering information. I'm sure they're very busy right now. I know Cody's on the scene already, getting the latest from police and kind of navigating their way through it as those details come in. But again, heading into Labor Day holiday, busy weekend for all.
Exactly, and I want to bring back our Crash Clark. You mentioned we don't know how long this investigation can take place. We see that the Mall of Georgia Boulevard, that is blocked off, and this is a busy week, and a lot of people are most likely